Hi, everybody. I'm your host, Jaime Soretta. On this podcast, we celebrate everything local in Arizona. So where are you ringing in the new year? You might be heading up to Flagstaff. I have Chef Rochelle Daniel with me. She owns Atria right in the heart of downtown Flagstaff. Chef Rochelle, great to see you via Zoom today.
Great to see you too. Thanks for having me.
We were chatting before we got started here. You are a Valley girl. Tell me where you grew up.
I am a Valley girl. I grew up in Phoenix, born and raised there before I moved to Flagstaff.
And is this where you began your culinary career?
It sure is.
Tell me where. How'd you get started?
I started when I was, 14, maybe 15 at Arrowhead Country Club, right off the 101 and 75th Avenue.
And it was that first job. A lot of us at our first jobs, we took maybe something at the hostess stand. Did you take something in the kitchen then?
I did. I started in the kitchen as a prep cook. That's kind of where I met my chefs who went to Scottsdale Culinary Institute. And I was like, well, I better go there.
Yes. I was thinking, I wondered if you went over there. And what was that experience like?
It actually taught me a lot. A chef should always learn how to cook eggs first and master those. And I think that's a good fundamental. And I had to work the omelet station every weekend. So I really did get to master the eggs.
Why the eggs? I know how I cook my eggs, and I can see this coming. Why start with the eggs as far as a good foundation for a chef?
I think starting with eggs because you really build a foundation to like temperature control.
Yep, I can see that because I think I go hot and fast, and then it's over. Boom! Yeah. Now I've got burnt eggs.
Yep. You don't want that.
So the patience control and the temperature management are two very important things when it comes to cooking. What brought you up to Flagstaff?
While you're multitasking, so it just teaches you all those fundamentals. What brought me up to Flagstaff, my business partners talked me into it. It took them a couple of years while I was at Fat Ox. And one day they finally just convinced me. I got to see kind of a different side of them. Like, I need to see all the sides. I need to see the angry side, maybe the drunk side. I don't know. But I didn't really want to get into a partnership with someone I didn't really know. Right. And I kind of just wanted to do my own thing by myself up with my next step after Fat Ox. But I got to know them so well, of them being very persistent, pursuing me. And I actually just I became great friends with them. And so I'm very happy that I made that decision.
So how many partners do you have with your business?
I have 3 business partners, 2 brothers, and then one other guy that they all are good friends. So, but they treat me so great. I couldn't be more thankful to be partners with them. They just want to see me succeed.
Well, don't you love that, right?
Yep.
And, and then when you were creating Atria, tell me about the name Atria, what that means, and what you wanted this space to feel like.
So Atria is the main vessel that kind of pumps blood into your heart. You can't survive without it. So I feel like the food is always the heart of the restaurant. So I wanted it to be Atria. And then also it's short for atrium because when you walk in, it's light, it's airy, it's refreshing, it's different. And in being in Flagstaff, you kind of see all those, the older style here. So I wanted to
lodgy.
Yeah, very woodsy lodgy.
Let's tell people where you are. Let's tell people where you are right now because we were chatting about where you actually work, where you are doing your office work, and that's where you are right now. Where are you?
Yeah, so I am downstairs, kind of like in a dungeon, and there's construction going on, but it's our wine cellar / storage / office right now, and construction zone.
Well, we love seeing the secrets, so thank you for sharing with us. We have some photos, though, of your beautiful space for the people, so let's pull up some of these pictures right here of Atria. Where exactly are you located in Flagstaff?
We're located in like the heart of downtown.
What street are you on?
So we're on LaRue. So
go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead.
So we're kind of just north of the railroad tracks
Yeah.
because everybody kind of deciphers, where are you? Are you south or are you north of it? We're just north of the railroad tracks.
So you really can't meander Flagstaff, as I love to do, to meander that square without bumping into your restaurant. So it's easy to find. You really are in the heart of everything. You'll see that sign that we see. And when we go in the doors, let's see, we have a couple photos. What we have next. There you are. We have Chef Rochelle, that beautiful lady. And she's working so hard. I always feel bad, but also I don't, when I interrupt you in the kitchen, because your kitchen is open. How many chefs do you have in that kitchen with you? And you really, everyone can see the chef's hard at work.
There's about 6 of us total.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all working hard. It's a smaller space, and believe it or not, the dining room is much larger than what I was thinking when I made the kitchen. But we make it work. It's tight and it's efficient.
Yep. Tiny, tight, and efficient is right, and it's a well-oiled machine as well. So we're going to take a couple looks at the dining space, which I told you earlier, this is the first time I've ever seen it look like this, because usually it's bustling with people. There are people in every single seat, and let's take a look at that next one as well. Tell me about that. I mean, what a beautiful photo. You have the shades of pink in there. It's very serene.
It is. It's very girly as well. I love it. I love that about it. So what you're looking at is the main dining room, kind of the booths, and then you're looking into the chef's counter. So there's 8 people that can sit up there on this counter and watch us cook. And then we're in that kitchen right there.
That center seat, I have sat right there with my girlfriend Jaime, right to the left of me as well. She's got a little place up in Flag, and I like to come up every summer, as you know, and I like to pop by and see you. And then when we sit at the bar, Rochelle, who are we going to meet?
When you sit at the bar, you're going to meet my now husband.
Oh, I'm so excited. Congratulations.
I almost said fiance. It's that fresh.
Yeah, congratulations. Tell me how you two met.
We actually met. I was going to the bar that he was running after we opened up Atria, kind of just to hang out with my team. And that's where I got to know.
Oh my! What is his name?
Michael Hopper.
Michael Hopper, because this is a name that you hear when those competitions happen, like the Foodist Awards. I think he received a Foodist Award. I know that you guys, you both are very highly awarded in the industry. What is it like having the partnership in the industry? Food and bev, you have it covered between the two of you.
We do have it covered. It's really nice to be able to rely on somebody who is driven just as much as me. Because honestly, if you're not, it's a turnoff. But he's always trying to be inventive, and he's always trying to create. And then he also wants to match my level with service. So he's so passionate about it. So if we get a bad review or someone's upset, it hits home with him. Yeah. And he really wants to make sure, everything is taken care of. You have a great experience when you come in here. So we match well.
Yeah. And then hopefully you take some time to turn that off and focus on each other and family. I know you have a new baby too. We
do. We have a 1-year-old, and she just consumes all of our time. So we have no time to think about, work and what happened.
Kind of in a wonderful way, right? The focus shifts to the child.
Exactly.
How long have you had Atria now?
It'll be 4 years in December.
Wow. So 4 years, a 1-year-old, a fresh, like you said, marriage as well. So a lot of changes. And I think that you're working on another new baby as well, because you mentioned construction over there. What's happening?
Exactly. We have 3 more concepts we're working on. So right below Atria will be a bistro, a bakery.
Okay.
And then next door to Atria will be a bistro, and then below that will be a speakeasy.
Oh, my goodness. And this is all building out right now?
Right now, yeah. Everything's going to open all at once.
Oh, okay. So when should we start making plans to visit Flagstaff to see some of your new concepts?
I would say late spring.
Okay, late spring.
Mid to late spring.
I mean, you never know with construction. We know how that goes around here. So we have to be a little bit patient, like with the eggs. We have to be a little patient. But we're looking forward to, what are you looking forward to most with your concepts that you have coming in? And will that be a continuation of the light, airy looking spaces, or are you going to go into some of those dark woods? What are you doing?
So the bistro is going to be a kind of a play on a old flower shop
Pretty.
with those bistro vibes. So I'm so excited about that. It's still going to be light. It's not going to be old woodsy. We do have an historic building, so working with that, it has its challenges, but it does have some great qualities about it, like a huge skylight that we're going to keep. That's beautiful. And we have a kind of a mezzanine upstairs in the bistro, so you'll be able to kind of see downtown a little bit. And then downstairs will be dark, sexy. It's where you want to go and get a drink, a snack. And then the bakery will be open. It'll be a kitchen where you can kind of belly up and sit there if you wanted to and do a class.
Do a class?
Yeah.
What do you mean a class?
We'll do baking classes. We'll do, I know, maybe some pasta, some baking. Who knows? Different things.
You said pasta, the magic word. There are so many delicious things on your Atria menu. What kind of things are you serving?
We do things from oysters to mussels to house-made pastas. We serve Iberico pluma to whole duck to different steaks. We've got a fairly large menu for the variety because I feel like we're one stop, one shop.
Yeah. So you can meet everyone's palates. And as we're going to be dropping this podcast right into New Year's Eve and the new year. So a lot of folks might be heading up to Flagstaff, maybe for New Year's Eve. Tell me a little bit about Flagstaff because it is not a ball drop there. What happens at midnight there?
So in Flagstaff, it's a pine cone drop. And it's really cute. It's right outside of Atria, but everyone gathers up. So usually around noon, all the kids gather and watch it. And then at midnight is when all the adults are out. So the streets are completely filled. There's activities on the streets. Vendors are selling things. It's just a fun place to be outside. We still have all the lights from Christmas. But Atria gets like one of the best views. So you're getting a seat at the end of the night at Atria. You're doing a 4-course chef's tasting menu. You get bubbles at midnight, and then we all go and get to watch it and celebrate together.
How special. What a wonderful way to spend New Year's Eve. You have 2 seatings. So for maybe some of the early birds like me, I'd maybe want to watch at noon, the pine cone drop, and then have my meal. What time is that first seating?
Your first seating's at 4 p.m.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And then what time is the second one?
So you have from 4 to 8, and then after 8 is when we have a DJ and more of a lively kind of bunch. So if you're not into the DJ and the loud music and the popping bubbles, I would come before 8 o'clock.
Okay. And then you get a great meal at both of those seatings as well. So it matches your lifestyle, whatever way you want to go. Yeah. After, what is it like, kind of that stretch between Christmas, New Year's, and into the new year? Because I imagine a lot of skiers may be up there.
There's a lot of people, they have second homes here, or they're just visiting their family. So we get a lot of those family people coming from Scottsdale. But everyone is just so happy because they're visiting family and they're here in Flagstaff enjoying themselves. We get the skiers. The crowd here is just very lovely.
Yeah. You think of was it Irving Berlin who wrote I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, they say, over at the Arizona Biltmore, sitting by the pool. And then just an hour and a half up the road, we can have our White Christmas and holiday season up in Flagstaff.
Exactly. Yeah, you can have your White Christmas. And it's all lit up downtown, so it's very pretty.
Do you run the roads a little bit? Do you come down to the valley a little bit?
I do, like a couple times a month. Yeah.
And tell me about what you have put together with, I think, 4 or 5 of your chef friends. mostly here in the Valley, but I think you
Yeah,
guys kind of take turns playing hosts at your own restaurants. Tell me about this concept.
we do. It's called Four Top. I just really wanted to get some of my friends up here to cook with me and have a fun day. But it turned into a nice concept. It raises kind of awareness of what chefs are doing, and it helps us be creative and push ourselves a little bit too, if we're kind of in a rut. But we all get together, we have a blast. People have the best menu because you have four very, very talented chefs putting together a dinner for one night only. We already did it at Atria. We'll probably go to Matt Carter's restaurants next. But yeah, we'll all be there. We'll all be doing a course.
What is that like? Because you think of, there's always going to be the head chef in the kitchen, right? That's kind of the hierarchy of the deal. It's your restaurant, it's your menu, and I imagine, of course, you want inspiration from the people you work with, but you're in charge. So tell me about kind of collaboration, working with other chefs or who are kind of in that same situation, and how you not only nurture those who are in your kitchen, but also create those friendships and gather inspiration from others.
So it's such a high caliber of chefs that we teamed up together. So we all have this mutual respect to just do whatever we can to make sure the guests are very happy, and that we're respectful in each other's kitchen, and we're teaching those around us as well, because some of those cooks, they want to learn from us as well.
Yeah.
So it's just getting together and making sure we're having fun, but we're also teaching, and we're also doing, the best food that we can. And we're very respectful of each other's space, which is great, because I think that if we weren't all in that that caliber, we may not. But
I think I always thought it was fun to follow a colleague who I admired and watch them do their work because of just something that they may do differently that I pick up, or something maybe I do differently that they may pick up. Even the use of a technology, the way we maybe log our sound bites has changed a lot over the years. What kind of things have you guys noticed from each other or picked up or learned from someone else?
so I would say that we always have something cool that we sourced, that we're like,
Ah,
hey, where'd you get that? How'd you find that? And then how did you use that ingredient? So it's just kind of fun to see the different chefs with some interesting things.
yeah. Yeah, and then the being willing to share, of course,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
information as well. Do you have a lot of NAU students that come to you who want to work for you, who want to work in the kitchen with you?
We actually do have a lot of the students that come in. They actually, most are front of the house,
Yeah.
not a lot of kitchen people.
Yet, maybe.
We do have a couple kitchen people, and they work so hard. They're there, they're eager, they're passionate, and they're willing to learn. And those are honestly the best kind of cooks you can find.
Yeah, no doubt. When you talk about passion and eager, you named your restaurant after being, the centerpiece of the heart, the passion, the soul. What do you think it takes to be a good chef, and what attracted you to this lifestyle? Because it's a big one.
This lifestyle is not easy. And I think you have to have that drive and care. Like you really want to be a chef and create and use your hands, be on your feet. And you have to have that passion um, in order to make it through and be successful in this industry. And I mean, you got to pursue that love. And if you don't have that love, this is not the right industry for you.
Well, you think of even, in the notes that you sent to me, you mentioned just being on your feet all day. That's something that you don't think about. Oh gosh, yes, a chef is on their feet all day long. Working with foods, maybe getting splattered, working in the heat of the kitchen as well. Did you find a good pair of shoes?
I got Birkenstocks, and
Oh,
I probably have to buy a new pair every 6 months.
oh my goodness, you wear out the Birks, huh?
You wear them out. You wear them out.
What was it about cooking that you love so much? What was that first meal? What was that first I want to be in the kitchen? Were you cooking in the kitchen with your folks, or what was it about this that attracted you so much?
Honestly, what I think I loved about cooking is it brought everyone together in my family. So just everyone cooking and doing their part, having fun, laughing. We sitting at the dinner table. We kind of just shut off the outside world and enjoy ourselves over food. And nothing else really could do that. And so I wanted to be able to do that for everyone as well.
And it
I
really
have them come and enjoy their time here and their experience.
Yeah. And it is a very fast-paced life. So even if you're, curating and creating and taking your time, maybe in a different kind of field that you then present, it's a fast-paced kitchen. I've seen you in that kitchen. Holy smokes. I mean, I'm grabbing you for my selfie, and then I didn't like the lighting. So I grab you again. I'm like, I'm sorry about someone's food. I'm sorry to table 5.
Yeah.
But you guys are hauling boot back there to get it done.
Mm-hmm. No, we are. It's very physically demanding, but in order to have people come back, you have to be consistent. And so you have to have that pressure at all times on all the cooks of how important each piece of that dish needs to be perfect or just like the last time.
How do you ensure that?
I stand there and I watch. I make sure they're tasting their food. I always have my sous chefs tasting their food as well, because obviously I'm busy wiping the plate, garnishing the plate, trying to make sure it is correct. But we go through kind of a tasting before service happens, making sure everything tastes right. And then during service, when they're picking up things, they're constantly having to taste it. And if they're not tasting, I'm like, how does that taste? I kind of question them, and they're like, you're right, chef. Let me taste it.
You're like, I'm encouraging you to sample. Hello.
Yeah,
Don't leave out the samples. Yes. That'd be my favorite part of the job.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's just always making sure you're putting up great product. But you can tell when something's not right.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for long enough.
Yeah, you've got. And how long has it been? How long has this career been so far?
Ooh, I think 25, 26 years.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how many other restaurants did you work at here in town before you went up to Flag?
Oh, wow. A lot of restaurants. Just to name some, a lot of Matt Carter's restaurants. He was my mentor. I opened up Fat Ox, Zinc. I helped him with the missions. Lush Burger. I worked at the Four Seasons. Yeah, the list goes on and on.
But I love that you are building out in Flagstaff and creating beautiful spaces for people to enjoy up in Flag. When you are not working, is there a place that you would like to dine or a place you would like to go to in Flag?
For lunch, I love JoJo Bob sandwiches. And I think he's an excellent chef. And then for dinner, that's a tough one. Shift is always great. And if I'm looking for something casual, I usually cook at home.
Aw, what do you cook?
I love just salad and steak and potatoes.
I mean, amen.
Yeah.
You let me know when you're cooking. I'll drive up. I guess
Sounds
you're doing,
good.
And especially, of course, on New Year's Eve. So happy New Year, Rochelle. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Too. Thanks for having me.
Let me know when you're back in the Valley and we'll get you on that 3 p.m. show. We'll cook together.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, thank you. Thanks for listening to Jamie's Local Love, the podcast. I'm your host, Jamie Serretta. Do you know a business worthy of some local love? Email me at jserretta@azfamily.com. Follow us at facebook.com/Serretta and Instagram @SerrettaNews. Make sure to subscribe and give us a 5-star review, please. And tell your friends about the podcast and the businesses we feature to show your local love. You can find us on Apple, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and anywhere you get your podcasts.
Jamie's Local Love, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.